Hello students, in today's video we are going to solve a problem on amalgamation in the nature of merger. So let us go through the problem first. Abhi Limited agrees to absorb the business of Sign Limited as on 31st March 2020 and to take over all the assets and liabilities in exchange for which it is to issue 7 shares of rupees 10 each fully paid for every share of rupees 50 each in the Sign Limited. The expenses of absorption of rupees 11,000 are paid by Abhi Limited. The following is the balance sheet of Sign Limited as on 31st March 2020. So here Abhi Limited is absorbing the business of Sign Limited. That means Abhi Limited is transferring company, that is purchasing company, and Sign Limited is transferor company, that is vendor company. Okay, so here they have given you the exchange ratio of shares in Abhi Limited. So using this you have to calculate purchase consideration. They have also given you information regarding expenses of absorption which are paid by Abhi Limited, that is transferee company. Now let us look at the balance sheet. Share capital, shares of rupees 50, share capital is 4,40,000. Then reserves and surplus, general reserve 66,000, surplus in profit and loss account 33,000, contingency reserve 22,000. Then current liabilities in that creditors 88,000, employee savings deposit 55,000. Okay. Let us look at the assets. Tangible assets, buildings 3,30,000, machinery 1,32,000, stock 1,10,000, debtors 1,21,000, cash 11,000. Show the necessary accounts to close the books of Sign Limited and pass journal entries in the books of Abhi Limited, assuming that amalgamation is in the nature of merger. So first you have to calculate the purchase consideration, then you have to prepare accounts in the books of Sign Limited, and finally pass journal entries in the books of Abhi Limited. So let us start with the calculation of purchase consideration. Now in the problem they have given us exchange ratio. So we are not going to make use of net assets method to calculate purchase consideration. We will use this information to calculate the purchase consideration. Okay, so what they have given us is in exchange for which it is to issue 7 shares of rupees 10 each fully paid for every share of rupees 50 each in Sign Limited. Okay, so Abhi Limited is going to issue 7 shares for every 1 share in Sign Limited. Okay, so let us put it like this. Sign Limited, if you have 1 share in Sign Limited, you will get 7 shares in Abhi Limited. So what is the actual share capital of the company? It is 4,40,000. Okay, and what is the face value of every share? Face value is 50. So what is the number of shares of Sign Limited? It is 8,800 shares. So let us write it here. 8,800 shares. So if you have 8,800 shares in Sign Limited, how much shares you will get in Abhi Limited? So we will have to cross multiply and find out. Okay. So 8,800 into 7 divided by 1. So that will be 61,600 shares of rupees 10 each. 10 is the face value. So that will be 6,60,000. So your purchase consideration will be 6,16,000. So this is how you calculate purchase consideration. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now next is we have to prepare ledger accounts in the books of Sign Limited. So as usual we are going to prepare 4 ledger accounts. First is realization account. Second one is transferee company account, which is Abhi Limited. Again the purchase consideration is paid in equity shares. So we have prepared equity shares account, and finally equity shareholders account. So let's pass the entries. First entry is entry for transfer of assets. Realization account debit to each asset account. So we have to transfer all the assets to realization account. So realization account debit to buildings account. What is the amount of buildings? 3,30,000. So to buildings account 3,30,000. Next, to machinery account 1,32,000. To stock account 1,10,000. Next, to debtors account 1,21,000. And then to cash account 11,000. Okay, so only first entry is done. Next is entry for transfer of liabilities. Now we have to transfer outside liabilities in realization account. So look at the liabilities. We have two liabilities. One is creditors, another is employee savings bank deposit. So we have to transfer this to realization account. So by creditors 88,000. Next, by employee savings bank deposit 55,000. So we are done with the second entry as well. Now third entry is for adjustment of purchase consideration. Transferee company account debit to realization account. So let us go to transferee company. So transferee company account debit to realization account amount. Amount will be the amount of purchase consideration. So amount of purchase consideration is 6,16,000. So we will take it here, 6,16,000. Same entry will be posted here in realization account by Abhi Limited account. Amount will be the amount of purchase consideration, that is 6,16,000. Now fourth entry for receipt of purchase consideration. So shares in transferee company account debit, cash or bank account debit to transferee company account. So how the purchase consideration is received? It is received in the form of shares. So let us go to shares account, equity shares. So the entry is like this: shares in transferee company account debit to transferee company account. So equity shares account debit to transferee company, that is Abhi Limited account. Amount is the amount of purchase consideration, 6,16,000. So same entry will be posted in transferee company account by equity shares account. Amount will be 6,16,000. Okay. Now let us pass the next entry. Entry for sale of assets not taken over by transferee company. So look at this sentence. Abhi Limited agrees to absorb the business of Sign Limited and to take over all the assets and liability. So here all the assets and liabilities are taken over by the transferee company. So we will not pass this entry. Next is entry for payment of liabilities not taken over. So all the assets and liabilities are taken over. So even liabilities are taken over. So we will not pass this entry as well. Next is entry for payment of realization expenses. A, if expense, now here they have given you information regarding expenses of absorption. Okay, and these are paid by Abhi Limited, that is, these are paid by transferee company. So here you can see if the expenses are paid by transferee company, no entry. Entry will not come in the books of transferor company. As these expenses are paid by transferee company, the entry will come in the books of transferee company. In the books of transferor company, we are not supposed to pass this entry. Okay. Next, entry for transfer of preference share capital. No information regarding preference share capital is given, so we will not pass this entry. Next is entry for payment of preference shareholders. So no information regarding this is given, so we will not pass this entry as well. Next entry, entry for transfer of equity share capital, reserves and surplus. So they have given us equity share capital and reserves and surplus as well. So we have to pass this entry. Entries like this: equity share capital account debit, general reserve account debit, surplus account debit to equity shareholders account. So we have to go to equity shareholders account and transfer equity capital and reserves and surplus. So what is the share capital of Sai Limited? It is 4,40,000. So let us transfer this in equity shareholders account. So equity shareholders account by equity share capital account, amount 4,40,000. Next we will transfer general reserve. So what is the reserve? It is 66,000. So let us transfer it here. Next, by profit and loss account. So even profit is given, surplus 33,000. And next is contingency reserve 22,000. So we have to transfer the share capital and the reserves and surplus that are given in the problem. So we are done with this entry. Next is entry for transfer of fictitious assets and losses. So in this problem you can see there are no losses. Surplus is given and no information regarding fictitious assets is given. So this entry we will not pass. Next is entry for transfer of profit on realization account. Now let us make the total of realization account and see whether debit side is more or credit side is more. Okay. Now if you make the total of the debit side, the total is 7,04,000, and if you make the total of credit side, the total is 7,50,000. So let us take the total of credit side, 7,59,000. Okay, we'll write it on both the sides. Now the difference will be transferred to shareholders account. Okay, now as you can see, the difference is on the debit side. That means it is profit on realization. You can look at the entry, realization account debit to equity shareholders account. So because the difference comes on the debit side, so it is profit from realization. So what is the profit? Profit is 55,000. Okay, so this has to be transferred to shareholders account as well. I hope you have understood. You have to make the total of debit side and credit side. So here credit side is more, 7,59,000. Okay, so whatever difference comes, okay, that we have to transfer to shareholders account. Okay, it is equity shareholders account. So let us post this entry here by realization account, and amount is the difference, that is 55,000. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now we come to the last entry, entry for final settlement, equity shareholders account debit to shares and transferee company account to cash or bank account. So how the purchase consideration is paid? It is paid in the form of equity shares. So equity shareholders account debit to equity shares account. And what is the amount? Amount of purchase consideration. Amount of purchase consideration is 6,16,000. So we will put it here. 6,16,000. So same entry will be posted in equity shares account. By equity shareholders account, amount is 6,16,000. Okay, so we are done with all the accounts. So let us close all the accounts one by one. We have already closed realization account. Now let us close transferee company account. So the total is 6,16,000 for this account. Then let us close equity shares account. Total is 6,16,000. Similarly, we will close equity shareholders account. So here also the total is 6,16,000. Okay. So we have passed all the entries in the books of transferor company. Now let us pass opening entries in the books of transferee company. So these are the entries. First entry is business purchase account debit to liquidator of transferor company. So let us write down the entry business purchase account debit to liquidator of transferor company, in the sense Sign Limited. Okay, this entry is for purchase consideration payable. So what is the amount of purchase consideration? It is 6,16,000. So the amount is 6,16,000. Narration being purchase consideration paid. Okay, so this is our first entry in the books of transferee company. Now next entry, entry for incorporating assets and liabilities that are taken over from transferor company. So here we have to transfer all the assets and liability. So entries like this, each asset account debit to each liability account to business purchase account. So we will start with each asset. So we will transfer all the assets. First is buildings account. So what is the amount of buildings? It is 3,30,000. So 3,30,000. Next, machinery account debit amount 1,32,000. Next, we have is stock 1,10,000. Then debtors account debit amount is 1,21,000. Next we have is cash account debit 11,000. So we have transferred all the asset. We have to leave one line blank. I will explain that later. To each liability account, so we have to take outside liability. So to creditors account, amount of creditors is 88,000. Next, to employee savings bank deposit account, amount is 55,000. To business purchase account, so this will be the amount of purchase consideration, that is 6,16,000. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to make the total of the debit side and total of the credit side and see if both are tallying. If they are not tallying, we have to see where there is difference. So let us make the total of debit side and credit side. So the total of debit column is 7,04,000 and the total of credit column is 7,59,000. So there is difference of 55,000. Now this difference is on the debit side. So let me write down the difference here. Okay, so the difference is on debit side. Now what we have to do with this difference? This difference is adjusted against the profit and loss account of the company. Okay, so here we have to write profit and loss account debit. In the bracket, you have to write balancing figure. Okay, so this is the balancing figure. So in this entry, you have to do it like this. You have to take the assets and liabilities. So wherever there is different, whether it is on the debit side or credit side, you have to first adjust it with profit and loss account or the general reserve. Okay, so this is the entry. I hope you have understood. You have to make the total of debit side and of the credit side. So wherever there is balance, you have to write profit and loss account. Okay, so this is the balancing figure. Let us pass the next entry. Entry for settlement of purchase consideration. So liquidator of transferor company account debit to share capital account to securities premium account to cash or bank account. So here how the purchase consideration is paid? It is paid in the form of equity shares. So the entry is like this. Liquidator of Sign Limited account debit to equity share capital account. Why equity share capital account? Because purchase consideration is paid in equity shares. Amount will be the amount of purchase consideration, that is 6,16,000 being purchase consideration paid. Okay, now the last entry for liquidation expenses paid by transferee company. And if you look at the problem, they have given us information about absorption expenses that are paid by Abhi Limited. The expenses of absorption of rupees 11,000 are paid by Abhi Limited. These are nothing but the liquidation expenses which are paid by transferee company. So you have to pass the entry like this: general reserve account debit or profit and loss account. Now here you can see in this problem we have adjusted the difference in profit and loss account. So same account we have to use for passing the entry. So profit and loss account debit to cash or bank account. Okay, so profit and loss account debit to bank account. Okay, whatever account we use here for balancing figure, same account we have to use here, because in this problem profit and loss is given, so we are using profit and loss. If profit and loss is not available, then we can adjust it with general reserve, but because in this problem there is profit and loss, so we will use that account only. So profit and loss account debit amount is amount of liquidation expenses, that is 11,000, to bank account 11,000. Narration being absorption expenses paid. Okay, so we are done with the journal entries in the books of Abhi Limited. I hope you have understood all these. Now the next step is to calculate the reserves and surplus that will be shown in the balance sheet. So calculation of reserves and surplus to be shown in the balance sheet. First we have to take purchase price and then compare it with the paid up capital. So what is the purchase price? That is nothing but amount of purchase consideration. It is 6,16,000. 6,16,000 less paid up capital. So what is the paid up capital of Sign Limited? It is given in the balance sheet 4,40,000. So less paid up capital 4,40,000. So here you can see the purchase price we have paid is 6,60,000 and the actual paid up capital is 4,40,000. So tell me whether it is capital profit or loss. It is loss. Why loss? Because the purchase price paid is more than the capital of the company. So how much is the loss? We have to minus 6,16,000 minus 4,40,000. That will be 1,76,000. Okay. Now this capital loss of 1,76,000 will be adjusted with the reserves and surplus that are given in the problem. So let us see what is the reserves and surplus that are given in the problem. So general reserve is 66,000, surplus is 33,000, contingency reserve is 22,000. So we have to use this to set off the capital loss. So let us take it. General reserve 66,000. Profit and loss account 33,000 and contingency reserve is 22,000. Okay, so this loss of 1,76,000 can be adjusted with general reserve, profit and loss, and contingency reserve. So let us minus and see. Okay, so then we get balance of 55,000 rupees. Now this is loss. This is loss. It is not the profit because the loss is more than the reserves and surplus. So this is the amount that will be shown in the balance sheet in profit and loss account. Okay, this amount will be debited to profit and loss account. Why debited? Because it is loss. This is loss will be shown, that will be taken to the balance sheet. I hope you have understood. Okay, so this is how you solve the problem. Okay, I hope you have understood. With this I conclude for today. Thank you.